Welcome back. We're at Harrop USA in Dayton, Ohio, and we've got this gangster 64 C10. It's got a 5.3 LS swap and an all-new TVS2650 Supercharger. Matt, welcome to Harrop USA, and most of all, thanks for giving us the opportunity to work on your, what I think is a gangster C10.
Thank you, man. You guys did a wonderful job.
First of all, when did you pick up the car? When did you buy the car?
I have had the truck for about a year and a half, and I bought it off a buddy of mine in Missouri.
And he's a fabricator, is that right? So he did a lot of the work in terms of the upgrades?
All the hard stuff. He did all the hard and the cool stuff.
And Ace Fabrication, because I noticed there's some Spade insignias throughout. And talking with Chris, our operations manager, you got talking about supercharging and thought, well, it'd be a great truck to give a bit of a boost to.
Yeah, Chris came down to the shop and saw the truck, and he fell in love like everybody else did and wanted to give it some horsepower.
So it's a stock 5.3, it's got the 4L60 trans behind it, it's got the 12-bolt diff, is it AccuAir suspension? We had it baselined and it was pretty underwhelming.
Very underwhelming. It was right at 100 horsepower. Drove great. I didn't know any different.
So Chris has been working with our engineering manager, Clayton, and let's take a look at the engine bay. And I think the engine bay just comes up absolutely fantastic. It's our 2650, so it's our TVS LS1 port geometry, which is what the 5.3s have. And we've just been getting so many requests here in the US because the 5.3 is so common. We don't have that engine in Australia. Some people have been importing them to do swaps, but super common here. So we wanted to get a drive set up, and that's what we've done. So we've got obviously a high mount alternator from factory and the idler bracket system with the 6-rib belt, running a pretty big pulley because 5.3s are not going to be able to take a huge amount of boost. It is intercooled, but it's running 5 or 6 pounds and it's making some pretty good numbers. We took it up to the dyno and just on 500 horsepower and around 500 foot-pounds of torque, so.
It's amazing.
The engine bay's fantastic, the way it looks like a small block Chev with the rocker covers. And what we've done here with the Supercharger is run the right-hand bias, so a lot of our LS kits, the throttle body sits right here at the front, but it can make the air duct pathway more challenging. So with this right bias, we've got the throttle body off to the side, and we run a neat elbow with the air cleaner like that. So I think it's going to work really well. I think you had it at Cars and Coffee with Chris recently, and it was quite the crowd puller.
Yes, it was. People were very impressed.
So the wheels are a new addition as well. Our great friends at Forge Line just next door here have custom made these. So they're a 20-inch front and rear. It's got the spinners, but beautiful gold finish with the machine lip. And the fantastic thing is they're super strong. They're a 3-piece forged center with heat-treated rim shells, and the offset and the sizing is all, and the finish is completely customized. So this set's one of one for this particular truck, which I think is fantastic. The interior, this is how it came.
Yep.
So it looks like it's got Dakota gauges, the airbag panel, bench seats, super comfy. It feels pretty rock star when you're sitting in it. And the patina finish, one of the best I've seen in terms of, it's just the right amount. So you've done a little bit of work to the back, you refinished the rear.
Just refinished and restained the wood. It was just old ratty looking barn wood before.
We're excited to take it to a couple of shows, and thanks, we're going to be putting this into our trailer and taking it down to the Good Guys Rod and Custom event at Nashville.
fucking day. Like, it's amazing. It's badass.
All right, man.
Dude, I couldn't be happier. You never got the pleasure of driving it before? I mean, it drove all right.
Almighty 90 horsepower.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that, but this is... I couldn't be happier. I mean, it's like literally like a brand new truck.
It's that instant throttle response that's really awesome to drive. Is this your first supercharged car?
Yes. Had a couple turbos. It won't be my last.
And this is a standard 5.3, isn't it? Like
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It is now.
that's the great thing about put the power adder on top and it transforms the whole performance.
That's some throttle response right there.
No hesitation.
Yeah. This thing's awesome.
That's what we always aim for, is a good driver, something that people just get in, turn the key, drive it in traffic, drive it on the highway.
Oh yeah, that's the key. I mean, streetability. I mean, obviously, if I was gonna autocross it or, you know, make a dragster or something like that, but I just jump in it. Me and my son jump in it, take it to shows, and just enjoy it.
Well, man, what do you think?
I love it. Love it.
She's a great driver.
Wonderful.
So man, the power's good, the torque's great. The look of this truck it stands out. Like we were driving along and getting plenty of looks. The wheels are obviously phenomenal. You happy with the forge lines?
Oh, they're great. They fit the truck immaculately.
And that engine bay, it was definitely a highlight down at Good Guys. I think the way it presents is beautiful.
It's amazing. It's a work of art.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to entrust us with your truck. We took it down with our Julie to Good Guys. It was an awesome weekend. It was the star of the booth for us, and to showcase your engine, entrusting us to do the Supercharger on the 5.3, it's just worked out extremely well. And we're going to be taking the truck to a few more events, so we're super grateful that you're enabling us to do that. But to see the smile on your face after driving it for the first time, that's the best part of all.
It's amazing. I couldn't be happier.
Thank you, my friend.
Anytime.
Stay tuned to Harrop TV for more content around Vortec 5360 and US content in general. Check out our websites. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.